Sometimes the moment that hurts the most isn't when someone finally leaves. It's a moment you realize that you saw it coming, not all at once, not in some dramatic way, just a quiet shift. The feeling in your chest that something was slowly changing. And the hardest part, you knew. And once you notice that feeling, you start questioning everything. Conversations start to feel different, not hostile, not cold, just shorter, with less emotion, less feeling. The warmth that used to fill the space between you begins to fade. Can't point to one specific moment, but something inside you whispers something is just not the same. And that whisper creates a difficult choice. You could listen to the feeling, or you could convince yourself you're overthinking it. So you tell yourself things like, maybe they're just tired. Maybe they're busy. Maybe nothing has changed at all. And slowly, you begin working harder to keep the connection alive. You're doing all the work. Everything, every conversation is initiated by you. Because the truth is, losing someone you care about feels unbearable, unthinkable, unimaginable. So you become more patient, more understanding, more forgiving. You give more time, more effort, give more pieces of yourself, hoping that if you just hold on long enough, things will go back to how they used to be. Something else begins to happen while you're trying to save it. While you're trying to hold everything together, something inside of you starts slipping away. Not the relationship, you. Your voice becomes quieter. Your needs become smaller. Your boundaries begin to disappear. And before you even realize it, you're no longer showing up as the person you used to be. And this is the part many people never talk about. Sometimes we don't stay because we're deeply loved. Sometimes we stay because we're afraid. We're afraid of being replaced. We're afraid of being forgotten. We're afraid of discovering that we weren't as important as we thought we were. So we keep giving. Even when the connection is already fading. But here's the truth that changes everything. Losing them was never the real loss. The real loss was losing yourself trying to stay. Because the moment you begin abandoning who you are just to be chosen, you've already stepped away from the one relationship that matters most, the one you have with yourself. And this is where the story can change. The moment you stop trying to shrink yourself to fit someone else's comfort, something powerful happens. You start remembering who you were before the doubt, before the silence, before you began questioning your own worth. You begin coming back. Slowly at first, quietly, but unmistakably. And that's the moment everything begins to shift. Not because someone else suddenly sees your value, but because you finally do. So if you ever find yourself thinking back to that quiet moment when you felt the distance begin, remember this: you were not behind, you were learning. Nothing about you was ever missing. You were always whole on arrival. It means you were complete when you got here. If this reflection spoke to something inside you, I created a quiet, self return reflection you can download below. Take a few minutes to come back to yourself.